because they hit better. But all right, done sitting around because I'm just trying to kill a little bit of time here. You know, Dad, Keegan ended up buying, Keegan, my brother, ended up buying fuck it, I'm gonna walk it again. I know I walked through it, but I didn't have my feet in it. No, I don't want wet feet. You know, Dad ended up finding a pair of 10-inch, or, you know, dude said they're 12s that Keegan bought them from. You know, so that's what they're listed as, is 12s, and that's what Keegan told Dad that he wanted, was 12s. You know, yeah, eventually Keegan could get 12s, you know, he'll have everything ran, he's just gonna have to switch to box and subs. And so he messaged out and planned on meeting up today after we went by Grandma. He lived in a fucking apartment complex behind the club car wash. You know, you guys see the club car wash when I go up to Dollar Tree? And he lived back behind there. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So then we went and looked, you know, because I was under the assumption that they're 12s as well. You know, and Dad messaged them, you know, saying, hey, we're here. You know, he got the address this morning, I'm guessing. And so then Dad messaged the guy and said, hey, I'm here. Said meet at door, you know, gave him the address. You know, told him that we're here. The guy told Dad what door to park by. Opens the garage door. We drive by the door, or we pull up in front of the door so that we're not blocking his door, so that we can look at the subs. I look at them and I'm thinking, fuck, they're 10s. You know, I didn't want to say nothing quite yet because I didn't want them to be like, yeah, no, sorry, we're, you know, looking for 12s. You know, and he apologized for me having, you know, wasting our time. You know, and he was very polite. You know, he apologized for wasting our time. I'm not letting those dogs run out. You know, and you know, he said, like, Dad's like, what's your bottom dollar? You know, yeah, that's what his bottom dollar was. He hit Dad with like $50. seen a phaser in a while. My dad had one, his was white and red. You know, so then Dad's like, I'd do 25. You know, he's like, I'm not trying to beat you down, but I'd do 25 only because one of the subs had some issues, or, you know, one of the subs. And then he decided that he was gonna do that 25 was okay. And so now Keegan's got subs for in his car, and I said to Keegan, if one goes out, you just unhook the one and run the one for the time being. And I said Scar runs, you know, does promotions every now and then on their products. You know, Scar is a stereo company. You know, they do amps, subs, boxes. You know, they got pre-built boxes. You know, they got the subs and all that, and then you just gotta get the amp and whatever. That piece of shit that just backed in next to me is for sale. And I told Dad that I thought about offering him $2,000. He's like, well, you don't have a license. So I said, I know, I'd use that to get my license. Holly? Sup, girl? Yeah, it was Holly. One of Mom and Keegan's co-workers, because Keegan works at Quick Trip too. I just don't know where I'm gonna go, because it's already $2:22. bleeding. A possible stabbing or shooting at Fisk and Dousman. Fucking people need to stop stabbing and shooting each other. Ugh. Sounds like my brake's drying up a little.